Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is our daily general energy read for the collective today. Let's see what we got. We have the Knight of Swords, and I am using the Aquarian deck today. I just realized it's Aquarius season. How did I not realize that? Seven of Rods. I mean, like, everyone I know is an Aquarius. So, how could I not remember that? So, I guess appropriate, right? Six of Rods. Five of Rods. Well, it's a fiery day today, I suppose. The Tower, Major Arcana. And a Three of Cups. Let's see if is that all we want? Is that all we want? All right. More fire. Okay. Very fiery day. So fire element is about creativity, passion, action, very fast moving, right? Is that all we need today? All right. So bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Ironic that it's the slowest moving, let me just move this over here. Slowest moving card in the deck. Pentacles is earth energy and has everything to do with our material world, right? Physical pleasures, financial well-being, physical well-being, health, sensibility, stability, things of that nature, right? So I'm going to clarify with the Tarot of Trees. I've been bonding with it. It's a fairly new deck. And let's see what we've got going on. So we've got Knight of Swords, which is, he's the knight in shining armor, comes charging in, very fast moving. Swords is air element, which is very fast moving, and it has everything to do with the mind. Logic, wisdom, knowledge, honor, truth, okay? Seven of Rods. Rods is wands, right? So that's fire element. Fire, fire, fire. Fire. This is, the Tower is Aries, Scorpio energy. So there is fire element and there is very Mars fire elements going on in there. It's, for me, it's Scorpio and Mars, right? So fire element, lots of fire going on. And then Cups is water element. It's very fluid. It's about feelings, emotions, intuition, very go with the flow, right? So the Seven of Rods, seven is about introspection, but the Seven of Rods represents standing your ground, right? Setting your ground on your value systems, on your belief systems, on your moral stance, on your achievements, not letting anyone knock you off your hill. Six of Rods is about victory, right? But six is also a number of reciprocity, equal give and take. It's about generosity and home and community and equal give and take. You know, you give as much as you get. You get as much as you give, right? And then the Five of Rods is more of a practice. Fives are about changes and challenges, right? So there are obviously changes and challenges coming up with this Tower. The Tower, Major Arcana, represents change. This Tower is falling down to its foundation, so that you can create a more solid foundation to build upon, because this foundation has crumbled, right? So change is going to happen. Major arcana are about they're about major situations and events that are taking place in your life that will not go unnoticed, right? So the Tower, major changes, right? Could be surprise, it could be sudden, but it's going to happen, whether you want it to or not, whether you choose to try to make it stop, it's going to happen, right? But it's a good change with this Three of Cups next to it, because threes are about growth and expansion. And this is growing and expanding in an emotional sense, in a feeling sense, in an intuitive sense. And the Three of Cups usually represents celebrations with those you care the most with, you care the most about, right? And then we have the Two of Rods, which speaks to future planning. Twos are about balance, right? And even though fire element is very action oriented, the number 2 says you need to create balance. Before you take action, you have to have a plan. Have yourself a plan and a plan B just in case, because, you know, we always end up having to go to plan B anyway. So have a general plan in place before, you know, all of this action takes place, right? So let's see what we can do to clarify these cards we got going on. I really love this Tarot of Trees deck. I like the smaller decks simply because of the fact, not that I have tiny hands. I have normal size adult hands, but they just feel better to me, you know? They just feel better. I don't know. My hands are getting a bit sensitive and worn in my old age, so I tend to not be able to, I don't have a whole lot of strength in my hands to begin with, but the fact that I work with my hands is, over the years, my hands, I think I've gotten weaker. What do we have to say here for the Knight of Swords? Interesting how there's a lot of action going on, and it's thoughtful action. The Five of Rods is about practice, right? That competitive practice, practicing for the big competition, for the big, you know, this is preparation for the war, right? So the Five of Swords is the actual battle. This is preparation for the battle, right? So preparing yourself to become victorious, you know, ready to die on, you know, whatever hill this is, for your value systems, your belief systems, whatever it is that is truly authentic to you, right? And your truth is going to come charging in to whatever this situation is, and you're going to, these changes are happening to make your how do I say this, authentic self come out, and you know, you're doing what is right for you, not necessarily what other people think might be right for you, or what you think other people want you to do. You're doing things for yourself. How does that sound? I hope you understood my ramblings. Okay, here we go. So yeah, so the Five of Pentacles. Are you stuck with some? Oh, you are. Oh, you are. Let me see. How are you sticky? Okay, there's something weird on my cards. Okay, so Five of Pentacles and the Lovers are clarifying that, okay, so this could be a situation or a situationship where I don't necessarily think this is a marriage as much as it is maybe a potential romance or some sort of tete-a-tete that left you feeling left out in the cold, right? This this affair, right? Whatever it was, this connection that was loving one minute makes you feel left out in the cold the next, and you don't know what happened or, you know, what, but hey, I've been there. It's not a pleasant feeling, but, you know, you're charging through with your truth. You're being true to yourself, and, you know, if that person disappears, then that wasn't meant for you. Take the lesson, walk away from it. I know it's easier said than done, trust me on that one, but if it wasn't meant for you, it wasn't meant for you. And it could be that this person doesn't even realize how much they hurt you. But they could also realize it and not care, right? It could go, the coin could flip it either way. But regardless of that, this is your feeling, you know, feeling discarded when you needed that emotional support the most. I get that. Seven of Rods. Okay. Eight of Cups. Yeah. You're standing your ground. You're being true to yourself, and you're walking away from things that no longer serve you, things that make you feel weak, things that make you feel less than. You're walking away from those feelings and those intentions and those people who make you feel that way. Because you're done. You're done. You've grown far greater than the person you once were, who may or may not have wallowed in that and chased after this, trying to make everything better, trying to accommodate everybody. That's not who you truly are. And you've done your introspection and you've done your growth, and now you are ready. And you know it's going to hurt, but it's going to hurt you a lot less than it would if you stayed in the same old pattern that never got you anywhere, right? What is that definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, right? So now you're doing you, and that's good. That's really good. Six of Rods. Six of Rods is about victory, right? But it also stems jealousy, right? Those who are jealous that you are the victor in this. So be aware of that. Don't be wary of it, but be aware, okay? Let's see what we've got for clarification. I just really love these cards. They feel so great. I could shuffle these cards for hours. I really, really could. It's a great deck. Okay. Let's see, we've got King of Wands and Two of Swords. Okay, so you made a hard decision, right? And the King of Wands is the builder of the court cards, of the kings, right? He's the one who is action-oriented and takes action to build the world that has been drawn up in the strategic and logical blueprints by the King of Swords, right? So he's the builder, and you're going to be victorious in that, right? You're going to be victorious in rebuilding your world that is true to you, right? That has your belief systems and your value systems and all the things that you love and are passionate about, because that's the way everyone should Okay, have their world. Okay, Nine of Swords, clarifying this Five of Rods. There are things that you're going into that you don't feel too knowledgeable about, and that's what practice is for. That's what these experiments are for, kids. Practice makes perfect, but you've got to start somewhere, right? So take baby steps and believe in yourself and know that, yeah, the first time you try something, it's 9 times out of 10 not going to happen the first time, right? But just keep trying, because the more you practice at something with this Five of Rods, the more you're going to get out of your head and realize, oh, I'm learning more and more. Okay, so I'll try it this way, so I'll try it that way. Okay, so if I do this, but then I also do this over here, then maybe I'll succeed in doing this. Or, hey, I learned how to do this and it seems kind of clunky and cumbersome. Maybe after I've mastered the way it's always been done, because that's what we have to do a lot of times, maybe I can figure out a way to make it flow a little better for myself, right? So clarifying the Tower is the Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Self-imposed restriction with this Eight of Swords, right? But you have the power to take that blindfold off and realize that, all of this negative thinking and anxiety is purely in your head. Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the divine, right? And clarifying the Tower with these changes, these are good changes. You need to get out of your head. And that's what the part of this Tower moment is. You need to clear your head, right? And take the blindfold off and see your truth for what it truly is. And with that, when you come to that realization and love yourself for who you truly are, your authentic self and your authentic being, and you live your authentic life, this abundance, this divine abundance will be offered up to you, right? And that's where the celebration comes in, right? So let's clarify the Three of Cups. Okay. Well, 10 of Wands, yes. Clarifying the Three of Cups. This is releasing your burdens, releasing the burdens that are not yours, right? A lot of times we will carry the burdens of others thinking that they are our own burdens, but they're not. So releasing those burdens of doing what other people want you to do, or living your life the way other people tell you should be living, and living your life for yourself and going against that grain, will release these burdens and this overthinking and anxiety and the need to lie to yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. We all are unique in the fact that we are all unique. Yes, we do have some similarities, but that doesn't mean that we are the same 100% through and through, right? We all need to follow our own soul path for how we want to live passionately and courageously and enthusiastically in our lifetimes, right? So let's clarify the Two of Rods. Okay. Wow. King of Cups and the Empress. Okay, well, I just really couldn't have said it better myself. So the Empress, Major Arcana, it's about, she knows how to care for and nurture others, but she also knows how to care for and nurture herself. And she nurtures herself first so that she can give to others in a complete way, right? And the King of Cups, emotionally stable, and very nurturing, masculine dynamic, right? So this future planning of this Two of Rods and planning this plan of action to take action upon has a lot to do with standing your own ground, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, living your own truth, and this abundant love will end up surrounding you. You could end up with a new soul tribe. You could end up with a new friend dynamic. You could end up with a new bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. This is a celebration, right? This is celebrating with the growth and expansion that you are going through, and that also involves new physical relationships in our earth world, new connections with friends, work colleagues, maybe there's some kind of physical move going on or being planned that is going to end up helping you brighten your horizons. Sometimes we have to physically move away from certain things that are no longer serving us. So food for thought. I hope that something in this saying to you, let me get an oracle card. I'm going to use the Mystical Journey Oracle today. What say you, Mystical Journey? And of course, you know, I review all of the decks that I use in my videos. So if any of these decks inspire you, please check out the reviews that I've done on them. And I always put links to where I purchased them in the description boxes of the reviews. So if you ever are so inclined to check those out, you'll have an easy way to find where these decks are located on the web of the enters. What do we have going on here? Oracle card, please. This is a, all right. This is a fairly new deck. I don't think I've had this for very long. So this will be the first time I think I'm using this deck actually in a video. 22, The Path. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me read from the book to see what that has to say. 22. Divination. There are many different paths that lie ahead of you. Which one will you choose? The Path card appears when you have some decisions to make and you cannot work out which direction is best for you. As with the Seven of Cups in the tarot, there are too many choices being offered and you are crippled by indecision. If you look closely, however, both paths in the forest lead through to the same destination and then continue into the unknown. If you knew exactly what to expect in life, things would be boring and predictable. One of the delights of the earth life are the many joyful surprises that are in store for you along the way. The question you must ask yourself is what experiences you would like as you journey along your life path. Get really clear about what is important to you. Then, once you understand this, you can take action. Be courageous and move forward. There will be many mysteries to discover along your journey, all of which will lead to freedom and self-realization. Action. Sometimes what's important to you can be buried under layers of self-judgment and busyness. For you to get really clear on what you want to experience in your life, start writing down everything that makes you happy, even if it seems silly or trivial, such as the daily availability of your favorite food or drink. These small experiences can be easily overlooked, although they add such richness to your life and can help you in your decision-making process. Beautiful. I love it. That coincides nicely with what our cards say for today. So I truly hope that something in today's general reading saying to you, and if it doesn't, leave it be. It wasn't meant for you. But I hope that it inspires you in some way. Food for thought, right? Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next video.